If it's Wednesday, it means it's Meet the Chris, because our man Chris Ello is in studio.
I'm excited about those high school games.
Hey, man, you should be. You better be.
I am. I tune in every Friday night. Come on, you know that.
I absolutely know that. Let's start with the announcement we've all been waiting for with bated breath. What is the name going to be of our NASL squad? We now have the answer. Take a listen.
City of dreamers, doers, and underdogs. Do it yourself, dream it yourself, build it yourself. "1904, we're here."
The 1904. 19 for S, 04 for D. I guess it beats Footy McFooty Face? Is that...
It's kind of a gimmicky name. Let's just put it that way. You know, the thing. Look, I'm happy with this new team, etc. But behind us is a big league city, and in front of us is another minor league team.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what bothers me. And I'm not taking any shots at soccer. But look. We got minor league hockey. We got when we had arena football, we had minor league arena football. When is this city going to grow up and match the city that's back there? Because that's kind of what gets me. I think for the soccer fans, this NASL thing will be fun, but I want a big league team.
So you're saying it doesn't make you want to put out a ticket deposit the name? No.
Me? No. Well,
Yes, you.
No, I'm not putting a deposit. I get all tickets for free.
So what's doing more damage to soccer right now, especially locally? Is it the confusion over the soccer city situation, or is it watching the men's team fall and not being able to use that as a support valve for what's going to happen with maybe the MLS and what's going on with NASL?
I think it's more the stadium issue and just the city issue. I just think the leadership in this city needs to come together, get it right. Somebody needs to take control of the reins, either get the Soccer City program going, get the San Diego State Stadium built. Yeah. But we need something for these teams to play in. And I think until that happens, I think all these sports are going to suffer a little bit.
By the way, you got a quick solution to how to fix USMNT woes?
Yes, you got to wipe out the entire front office. Everybody from the top
on down.
Yeah, they actually should have kept Bruce Arena, but they should have got rid of everybody above him.
Should have hired you. That's what they should have done.
No.
Let's talk Aztecs now. It's the first time this whole year it hasn't been so merry on the Mesa after that dismantling against Boise State. So Is it okay to feel down on the team now that it's going to be what has now become business as usual?
Okay, yes, it's okay to feel down on the team, but no, it's not okay to give up on the whole team. But I have a bad feeling that that's what this city's going to do.
That's
what we do in San Diego. Look, 50,000 people almost came out to see this team on Saturday night. They fell on their face. They played a poor game. Boise State dominated the game. And everybody's going to say, same old Aztec, season's over. The season's not over. They still have a chance to win their third straight conference title. They should wind up in a good bowl game. It's unfortunate that the only thing that people in this town will accept is a perfect season, and I had a bad feeling that this was going to happen if they did lose a football game.
Back in the Chuck Long days, if you told us we were going to Las Vegas Bowl, there would have been a party. We would have been partying here at Coasterra if that had happened. So are the expectations that they now reach that basketball level where if you don't win the whole thing, we think the season's a failure?
Probably. Yeah, I think you're right. Steve Fisher went to the Sweet 16 a couple times, and now, people look at last season as a big-time failure, his final season. Look, they had an off season for them, but it wasn't a horrible season. Yeah. We become too concerned with having to win a championship, and everything else is a failure. Gotcha. And that's just unfair.
We can't talk about the Aztecs without talking about Aztec Tom. He just passed away after nearly 2,000 events being attended to over, 9 decades?
Incredible. Yeah, 91 years old. And I had the chance to interview him on the occasion of his 700th game, which happened to be in Laramie, Wyoming. The thing that's about Tom Abels, here's a guy, 91 years old. This year they asked him to please leave the sidelines for his own safety, sit up in the stands. He fought them on that. He did not want to leave the sidelines.
If you've gotten to 2,000 games, you're probably going to fight.
He said, I'm staying on the sideline. They said, Tom, we're worried about you. We're going to miss him.
The rule, I believe, of sports hot take losses, we have to talk NFL ratings. New report by Darren Vell says it's down 7.5% from this mark back in 2016. So who are we going to blame? Are we blaming the anthem controversy? Are we blaming cable cutting? Are we blaming matters off the field, like what's going on Ezekiel Elliott and the Willie Playmoney? Who gets the blame in this?
I think all of them probably get a little bit of the blame, but I put most of the blame on the last thing you mentioned. I think too many athletes, too many players in trouble, too many negative stories about NFL athletes. We're tired of tuning in, giving our time, our money to these guys in a lot of ways. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I mean, behave better and we'll come back to the NFL. And I think the NFL has become so arrogant, and I think that to a certain extent has turned off a lot of people. They're not killing the golden goose, but they're hurting the golden goose right now.
Let's finish out talking about the NBA. We had the top 4 teams battling on opening night. Is there a team that impressed you? And I guess the Warriors don't look as invincible. No 82-0 discussion.
All right, first on the Warriors, never bet on a team to win on the night they get their banner and their rings. The Lakers used to always lose on ring ceremony night. Michael Jordan used to lose every ring ceremony. So
didn't lose a lot of rings, though.
So he'd win the ring, but then he'd lose on the ring ceremony night. So don't worry about the Warriors. The team that impressed me the most last night was the Celtics, and they lost.
Yes.
But after losing Gordon Hayward to that horrific injury in the first quarter, to take Cleveland right to the wire on the road, that guy can coach, Brad Stevens in Boston.
Yes, I agree with that. But also, let's talk for just a second about those handshakes. There are a lot of handshakes going on after the game between Kyrie. It's supposed to be this big controversy. Hey, he left. He didn't want to play here. And then they're doing all their custom swats and custom handshakes again. If the players don't care about rivalries, why should fans care about them?
You know me, I'm old school. I can't stand it. I hate it at a baseball game. These guys go up during batting practice. Guys who used to be teammates of other guys practically go up, hug, and kiss before a baseball game. I can't stand all this stuff after a game. Do it in the locker room. Do it out of my view. Be friends. I understand that. But when you're on display, when you're on stage, be competitors. That's what we want to see as fans.
We want to see that fight. And so do you think that, like when you see like soccer and they trade the jerseys, now that's switched to the NFL and they trade the jerseys.
That's tradition. Soccer's tradition. Fair. That's okay with me. I don't mind. That's respect for your opponent. And after the game, okay, kneeling, etc., praying together, I kind of don't mind that. But all of the love I see, I don't want to see.
Okay.
I know it's there. I just don't want to see it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Chris, you and I can be buddies.
Yes. You want to trade for my suit jacket? Or are you okay?
It's pretty sweet suit jacket.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. All right. Sweet. Folks, we will be back. Actually, Paul will be back. I'm going to take off. And the KUSI News at 6 is coming up in just 2 minutes.